Welcome to a special anniversary recording of Guardians Reborn. We are going to be revealing something brand new and exciting for the game. First off, I want to say thank you to everybody who has played, who has enjoyed this game with me for this past year. It's actually grown quite a bit, and I'm very happy with the current state of things. I do wish we still had my co-creator with us, PJ Hambrick. I don't know what happened. He just kind of disappeared on me. But I do want to make sure that he does get credit for helping me develop, playtest. He's the one that edited all the cards after I scanned them. And he's the one that actually made the different card backs with the wider orange lines on the back so that you can tell the single and double bordered cards. He's also the inspiration for the horizontal cards that are default horizontal, like the strongholds and the terrains. Because initially I had everything vertical, and he challenged that and said, "Hey, why don't we make these horizontal? Because that's their default orientation." And there's a little bit back and forth, and he showed me that it looks really nice, so we went with it. So I do want to give a shout out to PJ Hambrick and say thank you to him for helping me get this done and for bearing with me as we were both learning these rules. Now, in that year since, I have been schooled many, many times by quite a few people on the rules that I thought I knew, and again, I was wrong. And it's very humbling when that happens. So let's look forward to another year, lots more games played, and hopefully we'll get into Gen Con 2023 and get some live games going.
Yes.
All right. Oh, let's see here.
Cheers.
One. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers all around. So, as you guys can see, I do have Lackey up and running. And here is the reveal. Under Deck Editor, we have a new tab. Adventure. If we go down to Card Pool, Add Pack, the Adventure Deck. This is something that Luke Peterschmidt has developed. He was developing this at the end of Guardians and FPG. This is to be played as a campaign. So what that is you will go through, you will have this adventure deck set off to the side. It's 17 cards. And you will draw one random adventure, and it changes the rules for the game. So as we see here, we have the Amulet of Za. The what's normally the Vitality or the up card, the 5, is the victory points that this card is worth. So, and again, we're playing to 8 to win. The special rule is what affects the current game when this is drawn from the adventure deck. So the space limit is increased to 33 vitality. Across the board, both sides, you guys get 33 vitality. This was still in playtesting phase, so I do not know how this interacts with shield terrain cards. Because since those have the default limitation of 25, I don't know if this would just make that a 28 because it's just a +3 off your default, or if this completely blows it out of the water and makes shield terrains a 33 as well. That's something we'll have to look at and consider. Now, if we see on this card, we have. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I was going to say probably the shield terrains would probably just stay as they are, I would imagine. But yeah.
Well, but it says space limit, so it's not... that's where it kind of gets interesting, because it just says space limit. It doesn't say shield limit or anything like that. It's just saying the space is 33. And it's worth 5 points, so it could go... Like I said, it's one of those things that can go either way.
It looks really cool, too, man.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that artwork a lot. There's a lot going on there.
So, when this was developed... this had just pencil notes from Luke Peterschmidt on what he wanted this to look like. The community back in the 90s, after when FPG was kind of, closing up and Guardians was ended, the community got together, got these notes, and they made these. So that's why we'll find some art. Like, this is from Pennington. There's some Boris Vallejo art in here. There's some other people that were not FPG artists. So the other thing with these cards are bonus.
What?
So it says bonus if you...
Dude, that looks really cool, that picture, man. I like that.
Yeah. So this says bonus if you lose a game while holding the amulet, your opponent can choose to take this card from you instead of the new adventure card. So you literally can have a 5-point swing when you only need 8 points to win the campaign. Because what the default is, whoever wins the match with the adventure card, you take that adventure card. Okay. So we have Ash Fungus. See, we have no special rule. When you draw this for the match, nothing's different about the game. But the bonus, if you win the game, look at your opponent's deck before the game starts, and then you could shuffle it if you want. Oh, no, it doesn't say if you want, it just says shuffle. So you basically you get a look at your opponent's entire deck and then shuffle it and then give it back to them.
So that's the one you want, then.
Yeah, well, like I said, there's some more in here. Avalanche, okay? I'm trying not to... Come on, Lackey. Any spells or items that cost 1 Power Stone now cost 2. So stuff like, I want to say Force Barrier costs a stone.
Right.
So you double the cost of Force Barrier. And then the bonus, if 1 time per game, when it is your turn to move, you can turn one of your shields, not move it, and turn an opponent's shield. So you just turn one of yours and say, that shield of yours doesn't move this turn, and just rotate it for them.
That's 1 time per game, so...
1 time per game.
Every game leading up until someone wins with 8.
Yes.
Okay, so that just takes effect throughout the course of the remainder of the game. So you keep these cards kind of like shields as trophies.
Right, yeah.
The games. Okay, do their effects stack, or is it just the most recent?
Oh no, they all stack. They all if you have Avalanche and Ash Fungus, you get both benefits.
Okay. Damn.
So
I like it.
Yeah. Bloodhound, no special rule, but the bonus if you win it, you start the game with 1 extra Power Stone. Not so great, but hey, 1 Power Stone's a Power Stone, right? You gotta have some not so good ones and mixed in with the good ones, right?
Could be that Power Stone you need.
Right. Well, that also saves you 1 deck spot for a what is it, Power Lunch that gives you a Power Stone?
Make juice.
Make juice, yeah. So we have Cinder Bag. No special rule, but if you win it once per game, you can retreat.
Uh-oh.
You can retreat in combat before any cards are shown. So if you know that it's like the final shield kill, or your opponent's just going to come just destroy a shield that you failed to take over one of theirs with, you can just back out once per game.
Once per game.
Croc. Special rule. Game can be won by only 4 shields.
That's pretty big.
That's extremely big, because we've gotten to 5. We've gotten to 4. That 6 rate. That 6 is kind of pushing it sometimes, but if you can do it with 4, that's a quick game. And then the bonus 2 times per game, you may pay a stone to force your opponent to discard his up card and draw a new one. So this means Atticus and all of his curses, if he gets one as an up card, you pay a stone and he's got to discard it.
Never seen destroyed spelled that way.
So next we have Crystal Necklace. No special rule. Bonus, draw 2 12-card starting hands. Pick the one you want to start with and put the other back.
Absolutely.
Oh, so that's the one you want then.
Yeah. Wow.
Next we have Deathlook.
Can you imagine you draw 2, and none of them have a shield? What? That'd take it to a whole nother level. Anyway.
Right. So we have Deathlook. The special rule: players draw an extra card if their up card was a shield. But the bonus: one time per game, you can look at an opponent's storage hand and discard any one card from it.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
good effect, but it has a low victory value. Which
Right.
makes sense.
well, a lot of these a lot of these are just ones and twos.
Yeah. No,
So,
just-
like, if we look in this column here, there's 1 3, a bunch of 2s and 1s, and there's only 1 5.
Right. Yep.
So these are meant to go the distance.
Yeah, you don't want to be reliant on them in any way, shape, or form.
Right. So we got the fairy triplets next with no special rule. But the bonus: 2 times per game, you may swap a terrain card with one of your face down terrain cards during the terrain phase. Old card comes back to your hand.
That's cool.
I know a couple of times we've been playing, and it's like, I really want that card that I made a terrain, and now I have a terrain in my hand. I want that back. This will let you do it twice per game.
I like that artwork once again.
Yeah, this one is a Parkinson's.
Nice little setting there.
Yeah. You see the little fairies.
Looks a little treacherous.
Yeah. We have Frasser. Come back. Low up card moves first for the game. And then
Cool.
and then the bonus, you get to look at your opponent's initial 12 card draw. Just look at your opponent's opening hand and be like, okay.
That's pretty nuts too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crilly Advisor. All Guardians have their vitality reduced to 20.
Oh man.
I'm just going to let these set in. And then the bonus, the minimum cards you can collect in a turn is 3.
Yeah.
So I know there's been games where some of the Guardians you end up drawing like 1 card per turn, and it's like your up card and that's it.
Oh yeah, like you're in like a Finn situation and like no swamps and like lowest up card.
Yeah, lowest up card, least disputed lands, you're drawing 1.
Or highest up card. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, highest up card. So yeah, with this you would get a minimum of 3 per turn.
Once again, I like that artwork for sure.
Mm-hmm. We have Nightbearer. Players draw 2 extra cards if their up card was a terrain. And then the bonus, 1 time per game, you may add 5 vitality to any creatures in a matchup. Just free 5 vitality. It doesn't have to. It's not channeling. You can't cancel it. It's just, I want that to have 5 more. That's a Guardian kill right there for a lot of stuff. Or getting over the Eternal Witch Lord or something nasty that pops out. We got Raven. No special rule. 1 time per game after the drawn organized phase, but before up cards are drawn, pick an opponent's shield. Your opponent must tell you where that shield will move this turn. So you can be, if they're going for the, the final disputed land, are they going to, or for flying shields, especially, they say, I'm going to go to this spot here, you know where to go. So you're not going to try to, like, melee them if they're going to fly over you. Or fly around you. Spiritualist, all lands, whatever type, count as spires. And the bonus, add 2 to your Guardian CMP.
Oh man, that's another good one.
Yeah, and it's a 1. It's a 1 victory point.
And so you're like looking at 10 games. Like if you're collecting these adventure cards and played it.
Yeah, it depends on how swingy your games are.
It could be a pure like marathon though. I love.
Well, but it's also something you could do over a series of matches. As long as you guys remember who had what campaign who had what adventure cards, you could keep it going and, go that route.
I want the bonus condition where my opponent can't stand up and stretch. So I'll just wear them out.
That sounds more like an unhinged card or unglued card from Magic.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever the next unset is. So next we have Squire. All players get a Power Stone if there's a tie for up card. Now I know me and Atticus just got, 3 ties in a row for up card?
Yeah. At least.
And then a bonus 1 time per game. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's kind of cool, because you're losing that card. So getting a Power Stone in return is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Well, so you're not losing it. It goes to the bottom of your deck, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's like a shield and you need a shield, at least you get a Power Stone back.
Right.
And it feels like getting helped back up after getting pushed to the ground by the same pair of hands.
We have a bonus here of 1 time per game. You may put a card back into your storage hand instead of discarding it. So if you dispel my Dispel Magic, I'll just put it back in my hand. It's 1 time per game, but it goes back in my hand.
I use a lot of spells. So recycling them sounds really nice.
Yeah, or if you destroy one of my creatures, with St. Valentine's, after you Warwick it, then you can put it back in.
So it kind of does what Oscar the Wonder Chimp does, but it's so hard to find that card.
Right.
Nice.
Well, once we get the proxies going, it won't be hard to find anything, hopefully. Yeah. All right, Swamp Lights. Up cards are not drawn this game. Discard them and draw from your draw deck instead. That gets real gross real quick. And then the bonus 2 times in a game, you may draw 2 cards for your up card. Pick the one you like and discard the other. So that's got its uses for making sure you get the lowest up card bonus for your card draws, or highest up cards so you can move first if it's super important to move first this turn.
That's nice. If you discard a dead, you can use Chaos Summoner to bring him back.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your up card, just like if you're playing that way at least.
Right.
Interesting.
Yep.
And the last one we have here is Wind Steed. Each player draws 1 extra card every turn, with the bonus of you go first for 1 stone if you want.
Oh, snap.
So these are the new adventure cards, and as you see, we'll sort here. There's 1 5, 1 3, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 2s. So that means there's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1s. And the goal is to get to 8 points to win the campaign. Now, there is one other fun thing that is in here. We'll go to our deck tab, and we will search up. With this also comes 2 new cards. And I gotta find them now.
2 bonus cards?
2 bonus cards. We have
look at that. Okay.
We have Felicia, Miscellaneous Human, Medium, Vitality 5. Command: if alive after combat, pick one of your opponent's creatures. That creature's vitality does not count towards control of the space.
And she can't be bribed by anything?
No.
It's like an extension of Brat Bat Goblins in a way.
Yeah.
It's like,
okay. Yeah. Should have at least one icon on there.
And we have the Count. 10 vitality, can receive channeling, medium size, so Mokodabi bait. Opponents in matchups get no off-color bonus versus the Count. I like him basically because 10 vitality and can receive channeling.
yeah, that's nice.
You stack 3 of those under a shield and go nuts channeling to them. Or they're a knight, so you can blow them up with St. Valentine's.
Right.
They're cool. Yeah, these are solid. I like the artwork too, and this one especially.
Yeah, see, this one's credited to Lee. So this is again the community back in the day made these with the art. So these are not like official FPG art or anything. So now here's the other bonus. These are available right now for everybody. You want to go to your plugins tab where it says recent URLs. You should see the FPG Guardians update text. Click install or update from URL, and you will have this update available right now.
All right.
So the adventure deck, you only need one person with the adventure deck. We do have the adventure tab here on the table, and there is a draw adventure button that does work. So we can just load all this to me just for fun. Draw an adventure, and we'd be working for the Squire for this game. And they have their own special backs.
I was gonna say it looked a little different initially when you had them down the bar down there. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, they got their own special backs to them.
Kind of looks like the back of the what is it? The promo? It's eluding me right now. It was in Dagger Isle, the dragon with the white babe's lips. Landrake, yeah. Doesn't the back of that? Well, mine looks like that on the back.
Yeah,
like enlarged.
Yep. So this was the 1 year reveal. What I wanted to get out there, and I will get this as soon as I can get stuff updated on CardGameGeek. We'll get these up there. Well, these don't even need to be up there, really, except for Felicia and the Count. Because they need to be so that we can build decks with them. And
is Felicia? Is Felicia on one of the adventure cards as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a standard back to her because she's not an actual adventure card. It would actually be put into your deck. So she's got a normal single border back to her, and same with the Count.
Right.
But they are from the adventure set, so you can filter by set down here and adventure, and she'll come up. So see, we have type and set adventure, and here they are. Oh, I forgot. I forgot this. Come on. Krenel's Bog acts as both swamp and woods. Because I think for all the other dual type terrains, I think this is the one that was forgotten. For swamp and woods.
I think Tomb of Belusru might be both.
Which one?
I'm not too sure. Tomb of Belusru, or whatever it's called from Necropolis Park. Not too sure. Just search Tomb.
Swamps and woods.
So was this perhaps like an early idea for the specific fusion of those two?
I honestly don't know. Or maybe it's because they wanted to add a... come on, Felicia. They wanted to add a terrain to this. Because look at the up card on this one. It's a 15. Versus the Tomb... Well, the Tomb's got 17, so... I will have to fix that, because that doesn't look right. Well, neither one of those do. Interesting.
Total chaos.
Yeah.
I tried it once.
So that is all I have for revealing for today. And like I said, I hope to get these. Oh, it is sideways already. Okay, good.
Looks cool.
Yeah. Like I said, the rules for these are super simple. If you guys have any questions, obviously, let me know. But I think we're going to have fun with these. I think there's enough variety here that, it's not like we were bored with the base game to begin with. You know what I'm saying? But these just add a little bit of extra spice and see what other stuff is possible.
Right on, man.
All right, well...
You've put so much work into this. This is so cool.
Well, thank you. Yeah, this has been my passion. I wanted to make sure I got enough of this out here. I do actually have 2 other things to reveal at later times because I want to space things out a little bit. But I do have, just to whet your guys' appetites, I do have 2 other reveals that I've been working on as well. 3 other things that are on the back burner of stuff that needs to get put into Lackey and tested. So the fun thing is, none of this other stuff has been tested. So we're gonna be the ones that test it and find out if we need to actually start instituting a banned or restricted list for some of this stuff.
Limited list.
Yeah, right. But this is, like I said, I wanted to get this out here for the 1-year anniversary, so that we had, like I said, this all came from sketches from Luke Peterschmidt. He just recently posted them on Facebook on what he had. He just had, a generic frame with, card name and, the text, and the community back in the 90s put it all together.
I love the origins. It's kind of like, different efforts put together to make it happen. And then, the hard work that you've done to make it accessible, like Mr. Clip said.
I appreciate it. Like, so this is one of those things when I tell my kids, hey, I'm playing Guardians, or I got Guardians things to do, the kids are like, we're out, have fun.
Yeah, very nice.
You gotta drag them into it too, right?
I tried. One of my kids is too young for card games. She can't grasp Pokemon even very well. And the other one, we played card games really hard for like 2 or 3 years, and she's now burned out and won't touch a card game with me now. So I've tried, and I've even tried other card games where I'm like, look, all you have to do is be the monster and try to kill me. That's all you have to do. And she's like, I don't want to. Like, all you have to do, I'm giving you the deck. Just kill me. But she'll play Kamigami battles with me all day long, a deck builder game. She'll play that all day long. She'll play Heart of Crown all day long because they're deck builders, and she just does her own thing. But constructed decks or sealed decks, she won't play anymore.
Fair enough.
All right, well, I'm going to conclude this, and I want to say thank you all for coming. I will get this uploaded to the Guardians Reborn YouTube channel, so we can review this later if you guys want. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Have a great night. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks. You too, man.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.